What's good, everyone? It's the Aggie Coach, man. I am here with Coach Pope. And say what's up, Pope.
What's up, Pope? Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, man. So this is going to be a short video. We're going to keep it short, man. This is just an update because we're coming down to the end of the Season 2 playoffs. I reported this to you guys before. We are right now in the Southern Division playoffs, and the Northern Division playoffs part is pretty much done. All that's left is for the Northern Division championship. And so we get ready to switch over to the Southern Division, South Carolina State against Central Arkansas, and then the Ohio State Buckeyes taking on UCLA. The winner of those,
good game.
The winner of those is going to determine who's going to be the Southern Division champion, and then the two Southern Division champions will play each other for the national championship.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty good, interesting matchups coming up. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for that. Very interesting.
Yep. So we're gonna get into that now. So I want to get into the purpose of this video, right? We are talking about Season 3 projections, man, and I want to just lay down some groundbreaking updates for you guys for the new rule system that we are putting in place. Not going to give out all the details. It will take too long, but I just want to kind of give you guys an update on some of the new cool things that we are going to be doing in terms of rules in Season 3. The first thing is we have updated our injury system. Players can be injured for the season.
Wow. You know what, Coach? Hey, Coach, I tell you what. It's going to force everybody now who plays to look at football again in its depth. Football is, no matter how you play it, injuries will always occur. So it's going to force
no way to get around that.
It's impossible. So that forces a coach to not only be prepared for that, and that's going to start in the offseason when you're doing the recruiting. You got to be worried about your depth chart.
Speaking of that, when we do recruiting this year, what do you think, Coach? The senior game, the high school.
You know what? Game? When you said that, the senior game. You know what? I tell you, college football, the bloodline of the NFL is college, but the bloodline of college is high school football.
High school, absolutely.
And they look at that, especially if it's in a predominantly football area. Football's huge, and they're gonna. And coaches live and die by the blood that comes into that school.
Absolutely.
So that school, that game right there is going to be big time, big.
Yes,
huge.
yes. I mean, one of the things that we've been talking about, we're gonna do this year, which is different. Last year we had the combines, but this year the way we're gonna do the combine is we're going to pick 33 high school kids from the West and 33 high school kids from the East, and they're going to have the East-West High School senior game, and all the coaches in the FAT8 will be able to weigh in on that game, offer scholarships.
They better.
Right?
They better.
Invite the kids. We're going to pick that you will be able to pick the players you want to invite to your combine, see how that player plays, and we will be live. We can record this live, guys. We will be recruiting players onto the teams to get ready for Season 3.
That's crazy. You never know who that superstar going to be. You never know.
That's going to be awesome, guys. That's going to be awesome.
Crazy.
So, injuries. So, back to injuries, Coach. We got injuries this time. You can have a mild injury where a player will have to sit out for a series.
Feel like got your wind knocked out of you, that kind of thing.
Yep. Got your pride hurt. Or you can have a bad injury where a player has to sit out for a whole quarter.
Wow, concussion.
Or maybe even 2 quarters.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Twisted ankle.
Twisted ankle.
Happens all the time.
Serious sprains, for example.
Hamstring injuries.
Absolutely.
Those happen all the time.
And then the worst thing that can happen
Don't
to
say
you.
it, Coach. Don't say it. I don't don't want to hear it.
You lose your star player for the season.
The nightmare of every coach. The superstar gets hurt, and now you got to replace that guy.
Done for the season, which goes back to recruiting.
Hey, that depth chart, once again, if you are a coach and you did not put your team together, knowing that these are high probabilities, you did not do your job and you just failed your team.
Absolutely.
Big time.
So we have rules in place for that. So another few big things that we have, man, that we're going to be doing this time around, Coach. Home field advantage.
What? The first time I heard that, the first things I was thinking about LSU in the desert. I heard the swamp. I can hear them. I can hear the chomps coming. Man, it's crazy. Home field advantage.
Home field advantage. We have rules for home field advantage, guys. Now, basically, in a nutshell, this is how this works. We're going to be keeping a tally on the teams who win at home, and that means that one of the things we're doing is investing in getting new field covers done so that teams can have their home field. And teams who, on average, win at home, we'll keep a tally on that, and those teams will be rated as the top 5 places to play in the FAT8, and those teams will have home field advantage.
I expect to see USC at the top somewhere. I'm expecting that to happen. I'm sorry.
Home field advantage rules, man, it is going to affect the way that the players actually function on the field with the home field advantage.
Man, you know how big that is. You see teams who even have losing records, but when they get home, they lose their minds, and man, they get them crowds rocking. You can just close your eyes. You can see the big house just rocking.
Absolutely.
You can see things like that happen.
And y'all, check this out. With the home field advantage, with the way we're going to do home field advantage, players who play well, teams who play well on the road will get some advantages, will have some bonuses when going into somebody else's house. It's like, we play good on the road. We don't care about being in your house.
Wow. There's some teams who take some big pride in that. Protect this house means something to a lot of teams.
Yep. So, guys, this is some of the things that is coming for Season 3. New home field advantage rules we got in. Players playing strong on the road. We have new advantages for those players. We have a new twist of fate penalty system that we're also putting in place.
Yeah,
face mask calls, personal foul calls, holding calls, encroachment calls. All of these things coming down the pipe. Momentum killers. Absolutely. Man. Season 3 is going to be exciting, man, because we are pushing to get closer and closer to actual college football. And we have spent all of Season 2 tweaking the rules, modifying the rules, play testing the rules, and we are just about there.
Wow. Hey, Coach, before we close out, didn't you mention something to me about how coaches can affect the team's athletic trainers?
Athletic trainers, absolutely. Yeah, we have athletic trainers. Season 3 coming, man. We have athletic trainers. You will see the trainers on the sideline. We have now the head coach with his own rules. Offensive coordinators have their own rules. Defensive coordinators have their own rules. Athletic trainers can now see players who get mild injuries who would have to sit out for, say, a quarter, and they can get them in the game after 1 or 2 series.
Hey, there's a reason why you see that big-time college football has a full staff.
Absolutely.
Full staff is required to keep players healthy and on the field.
We have gone through great lengths to try and bring as much innovation and as much realism to this game, and we are just about there.
Yeah, this is not just regular game football, guys. This is real football coming at you.
We're trying to play real football.
It's real football coming
and
at
check this out. You know, we went to the North Carolina my father and I, we went to the North Carolina Tar Heels game where the Aggies went to play the Tar Heels, and we also checked out Tennessee. Season 3, the Vols in the FAT8.
No.
Absolutely.
I didn't hear you. Say it one more time.
Absolutely, the Vols in the FAT8.
The Vols are coming?
Courtesy of Reginald Rutledge, the Vols in the FAT8.
Shout out to you, Reggie. That's a good look. That's a good look. Hey, don't get it twisted now. Stop trying to bring all of the SEC up over here. That's not going to work. Hey, I want to see some more Pac-12 teams up in here too.
Yeah.
Okay, California bred. I want to see some California teams. I ain't playing.
So that's where we at, man. We're going to call it quits here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Wow, 150,000 views, 500 subscribers, man.
Much appreciated, guys.
We
Thank
really
you so
appreciate
much for
it.
the support. That's
I
awesome.
hope you guys are excited about Season 3 coming, because once we get through Season 2, we back in the recruiting. We got the college combines coming. We have each team will offer 12. Will have 12 scholarship slots to bring in 12 new players in the offseason. High school senior game coming around the corner, right? So
that's gonna be high.
Absolutely, dog. We are excited. This is it, man. We're gonna sign off. We wanted to just give you guys an update because we about to get back to the grind, man. We got to finish this playoffs. We got to get the national championship game done, and then we have to start prepping for Season 3. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. I got Coach Pope here. I'm the Aggie Coach, man, signing out. Peace.